feedback. To log in, you just need to click on the login button, should be on the top right corner of your screen. And you just need to fill in your MQTRADER ID and password will do. If you do not have a MQTRADER account, you just need to sign up using the form there as well. So for those who already signed in, can you send a message saying like type 1 in the chat box so that I know that you are logged in already and you're ready for it? I see Tan Wei Xian, you are in already. Thank you for your response. So whoever that logged in already, please type 1 in the chat box so that I know that you are ready for it. Jia Jin, Wei Xian, thank you for your response. Okay, while waiting for others, I just want to also highlight that if at any point of this webinar you can't hear me, you just need to reconnect your audio device to your computer or your phone, because most probably it's the Bluetooth connection that is having problem. Cinti, Jovian, BCK, Geraldine, yes, thank you for your response. I'll just wait for a few seconds just for more people to come in. So if you are logged in, type 1 in the chat box so that I know. And throughout this live stream, please feel free to use the chat box to send me your inquiries or any feedback. I will try to answer on the spot, or I will leave it to the very end where I can answer one by one as well. Kairu Anwar, thank you. Mina Long. Okay, so I think most of you are logged in already. So disclaimer for the very beginning, contents that I will be sharing today is solely for information and educational purpose. There's no trading recommendation, no buy or sell recommendation here. So you trade based on your own research and also your own risk tolerance. Just give me a minute. Can I check if you see my slides? If you see my slides, my shared slides, can you type yes in the chat box, indicating that you have seen my slide? My slide stops at disclaimer side. In what? Yes. Okay, good. Yes, BCK. Jia can see disclaimer. Okay, good. So remember, there's no buy or sell recommendation in this live stream and sharing. It's only for educational purpose. Okay, so have you been doubting your trading decisions? Sometimes it may seem like the market is going well, but you don't know whether you are doing right or wrong. Maybe the market is just stopped going down. So are you getting better or not? You don't know where to base your decisions on. So I hope through this sharing, you can increase your confidence with trading with our MQTRADER stock analysis tool. Okay. So to give you a heads up on what will be happening here, I will introduce you a bit on MQTRADER, who we are, what we do, and then I will also introduce you our MQ trading strategies using our MQTRADER stock analysis tool. Then I'll do a live demo based on the trading strategies that I've shared on. Lastly, before I end, I will also let you know what are the benefits you get as an MQTRADER member. So do stay tuned towards the end. Okay, so a brief introduction about MQTRADER. Our full name is Malaysia Quantitative Trader Group. We use quantitative data to do our analysis, and we put this analysis into our MQTRADER stock analysis tool. And with this tool, we seek to empower traders to make quicker decisions and with greater confidence. And this tool, and we compile a lot of qualitative analysis that is only available for larger institutions. And now we have made it available to all retailers and MQ members for free. So this is one of the screens that we have. We have compiled and simplified all the quantitative data, including numbers, all the stats and formulas, into what we call MQ ratings. So we have fundamental ratings, technical ratings, backtest ratings. We also have signals that we compile all the theories on buy and sell signals. So about MQ trading strategies, I believe this is what most of you wanted to see. We have 4 steps to identify trading opportunities using our tool. So first, you gather stock information. Then you perform analysis using our MQ ratings. Then you do check for signals for individual stocks, and you test the signal accuracy. Okay, 4 steps. Gather information. Second, perform analysis. And then third, trading signals. Fourth, check for accuracy. I'll go through one by one with you. So number 1, gather stock information. Where you can get stock information, you can get some from social media, i3 Messenger, or even our i3 Investor blog threads. Okay, you can follow us on our social media or i3 Investor to get our latest updates. We do share daily market updates, IPO, and etc., etc. So you can get all the information through all these blogs that we share up. i3 Investor actually also involve other sharers as well, so you can always get latest information there. Next is our MQTRADE. You can also search for stocks, trading strategies, or trading signals, or trading data in this MQTRADE. It is live data, so you can refer to it during market time as well. We have up to 10 market depths and also summary of MQ trading signals on this MQTRADE as well. Later on, I will show you about this system for you to have a better idea. And also stocks to avoid is, you need to avoid those with low volume, those below 1 million, daily trading volume below 1 million, we should want to avoid. Okay, and also those with low orders number. And also you see that there's a big gap between best buy and best sell price. These are the stocks that we want to avoid because there's low trading volume, low liquidity there. Next, you also can use our stock screener to screen through your criteria to search for any stock that meet your criteria. So these are the way you can search for stock information. Number 2 is to perform stock analysis. So first, you can do our fundamental ratings. You can use our MQ fundamental rating to check whether a company is fundamentally good or not. So for a good fundamental company, we would give a benchmark for about 2.5 and above. So those with 2.5 and above, we consider as a good fundamental company. So for those below 2.5, it is fundamentally not so good. So this is our benchmark. You can adjust your benchmark accordingly as well. And for this rating, if you click into the data itself, it will show you financial data that we have extracted from financial reports. If you want to look into individual reports, and I'll show you the screen as well. So this is a good company. 4.7 is a good company according to our strategy. And you can see that their profit is actually increasing. So for business-wise, we always want to increase our profit. We want to make profit from it. Okay, so we would seek for those with profit-making company. And so for this company, Hong Leong Bank, it is considered a good company. You can see that the profit is increasing. You can also check out for other financial data as well, including annual reports data and also quarter reports data. Okay, Cynthia, yeah, I think Taylor has answered your questions. If you can't see our slides or you can't see my slide, kindly refresh your screen will do. So, this is another example of not so good company. You can see that it is actually loss-making. So we will consider this as not so good company. Okay, so this is a company that we want to avoid when we do trading. This is because it give us greater risk if we look for those loss-making company. So we want to avoid it to reduce our risk and make our trading safer. Cynthia, welcome. Okay, next is our technical rating. Again, the benchmark should be about 2.5 and above. 2.5 and above technical rating, it will show that there are good buying momentum for this counter. So for this stock P-Trans, it has 4.5. So it means that it is actually a good buying momentum now. And we can look into the price trend. And when you look into the price trend itself, it also is showing an upward trend. How we actually determine is actually we look at the long-term trend and short-term trend. The short-term trend has to be above the long-term trend. Okay, the long-term trend here is SMA 200, this trend line here, and then this is 50, SMA 50 and SMA 20. Basically, is how many data they use. This one is using 20 data only. This one is used past 50 days data. This one is used past 200 days data. So this is how we look at it, and we think that we can determine that it is actually in the uptrending price trend. Okay, let me show you an downtrending one. This is Top Glove. Currently, it is actually going downtrend now. It is trading below the long-term trend line, and also the short-term trend line is actually below the long-term trend line. So this is actually a downtrend stock counter that we want to avoid for now, not forever, but for now, until it turns uptrend. Okay, so this one we want to avoid. Next analysis you can do is our price target research. For price target, we get it from analyst reports where they will show buy and sell recommendation, buy or sell call. So for a good or uptrending company, again, it should be an uptrending price target. So the analyst is giving more and higher price target for the counter. And for this stock, it is increasing and higher. So it is okay as well. It meets our criteria for analysis. Next, the third step is to check for signals. Okay. Once you have settled down with the stock that you are satisfied, then you can check for the trading signals. MQ trading signals we have in our system is EMA5, ADX, and etc. So these are the signals that we have. And for today's sharing, I will focus on ADX crossover, turtle strategy, and MQ volume breakout. MQ volume breakout is special for this system. It is custom made by our MQ team into this MQTRADER stock analysis tool. And it is available for all MQ members for free. So if you are interested to know more of other signals, do like and follow us on our social media so that you can get our latest update on our next sharing session, okay? Coming back, signals. Signals will be shown like this, buy, sell signals on our MQTRADER stock analysis system. And there are a lot of signals generating daily. So how you filter out to see today's got what signal already, or you want to check whether your stock have any signal today, you can use our MQ trading signal screen. So you can, or screener, sorry, MQ trading signal screener. So this is showing you signals that is generated that day, and also you can filter out for signals that you want, durations of the charts. You can also search for the stock that you want. So that's all for step 3, check for signals. Once you have toned down to a signal, you want to test whether it is accurate or not. So we have this testing accuracy step. Okay, you can use our backtest system to test on the signals that you have chosen. Remember, you need to choose a signal, then only you can do a backtest. You need to let the system know which signal that you want to backtest. So once you run a backtest on a signal, it will show you a backtest rating. And again, a benchmark of 2.5 and above should suggest that the signal's accuracy is there, is good accuracy, as there's high possibility that the signal will have success rate, will be successful. And then you can refer to the breakdowns here as well on the signals if you have time or if you want. So for this one, 4.7, we consider it is as a good backtest rating. Okay, so that's how we work on our trading strategies, how you can use MQTRADER system to your benefits. So we'll do a live demo here. I'll switch my screen for a while. Let me know if you can't see my screen. So this is when you log into MQTRADER, it will show you this screen. This is our MQE trade. And I personally prefer the third layout. You can see there's trading signals here. Hold on. Yeah, okay. You can see the trading signals here, the list of trading signal for the stock that you have chosen, and also a list of market depth. You can get up to 10 market depths in our MQE trade. Other information, for example, fundamental information, trade summary, daily trade data, and also the trends and etc. You can all view it at a glance in this MQE trade system. So for today's stock, we have run through, I would prefer TM, Telecom. It is also a hot stock today. You just search for it here. If you want to search the stock in MQE trade, you search it here. Okay, then you click on the stock that you want, and then it will show you. Today, there are actually a lot of buy signal for TM. There's also a market depth here, and etc. So this is how you can have a first glance on the stock that you want. Next, I will show you our screener. For a quicker version, I will show you a combined screener. If you want to have individual screener, you can go for technical, fundamental, volume screener. So I'll go for combined for illustration purpose. So these are the indicators that you can play around with to see how you want to screen your stock. So for example, for today's strategies, it's to find an uptrend stock. Okay, so I need it to be above 200, SMA 50 to be above. There's no hard rule for how you want to choose. This is my own screening. Okay, so you can play around with it. And for example, if I've chosen like this already, you can see there's a list of stock that meet my criteria. Okay, and one of it is TM. Okay, so once it fits your criteria and you found the stock that you want, you click into it. Then you can run the second step. For example, now I've chosen TM. I've done the first step. Now the second step. Do you still remember what is the second step? Can I have a show of comments? What's the second step for it? Is it to run signal, to do backtest, or to do analysis? Which one? Which are the second step? Which is the second step? Can anyone tell me, just to let me check that if you are following through? Judging analysis fundamentals, Weixian. Fundamentals is a bit correct, but not the whole picture. Analysis, Jovian, BCK backtest. Okay, so the answer is analysis. The second step is to analyze, do some basic analysis. Okay, which includes fundamentals, technicals, price target research. So I'll run my fundamental ratings first. There's two shortcuts here. You can see run fundamental analysis and technical analysis here. Okay, the normal way I would do is to click on this menu button, run fundamental analysis. You can see that it's 4.1, so it's above 2.5, and I consider it is as a good fundamental company. You can check the financial reports. Currently, TM is okay. Okay, then I'll run the technical analysis. And you can see that it is very strong. And in fact, previously I searched for it, it's about 4.7, now it's 5. So it's increasing. It is showing that there are increase and a very strong buying momentum now. Then we check the chart for the price trend. I'll choose 200, SMA 200, 50 and 20 to check. Okay, so now you see again the short-term trend line has crossed above the long-term trend line. This is 200, SMA 200. This one is SMA 20, SMA 50, then 20. Okay, so again, it shows that it is going upward. Now I run the price target analysis. Again, you go back to the menu button, then you click on price target. And you can see that price target for TM is actually increasing as well. These are all the analysts that you can see as well, individual analysts, if you want to search for individual ones. And it is increasing. And there's a rating here. This rating has to be 3.0 and above, 3 stars and above to consider as a good price target research. And it is now suggesting it is good. So it meets all our basic analysis. What's the third step? Can I just have a quick show of comment again? What's the third step? Is it to backtest or to run signals? You are left with these two only. Backtest or run signal? Which one? Judging signal. Ahmad Migdad, advice on Hong Seng. Later on I will check on Hong Seng for you, okay? But for now, let me first finish my live demo on our trading strategies so that everyone can have a basic idea on the trading strategies itself. So, okay, we are done on the second step, and the third step is to run signal then backtest. Yes, Tan Hui Xian, yes, that's absolutely correct. You get your 100 marks. So you run signal, we go back to the chart. The signal button is here. I'll go slightly slowly, it's here. Okay, then you click on it and you can search for the button that you want. And remember, for this live stream, I mentioned I will look for ADX and also the third system. So I run a signal, ADX, and it shows recently there's a buy signal. And I don't know whether how accurate it is, so I want to backtest it. Okay. So for all MQ members, once you have linked your trading account with MQTRADER account, you should be able to run backtests. You should be able to have 5 backtest credit daily. You use it or not, it will be refreshed daily. Okay, so for this ADX crossover, it's showing 5.0 out of 5 marks, which is a very good backtest rating. It means out of 13 times, how many times, how many percentage of success rate there are. So for this backtest, the T7 and T10, T here means day. Okay, because the duration for my chart is a day chart, daily chart. So T here means day. If you are hour chart, T here means hour, according to the chart pattern that you've chosen. Okay, so now T10 and T7 has the highest success rate. There are 92% that you are going to have a winning trade if you trade according to the signal. Later on, I will let you know the calculation of the profit and loss if you follow this signal. So basically, these signals shows good result. Let me test another signal. Go back to the chart. I'll test Turtle 20. Okay, you see that recently there's one signal. A lot of signals. Again, I'll run back test. .0. It is not that accurate for us to follow, so we will leave it first. We'll check another one. Turtle 55. Okay, 5 out of 5. This MQ ratings is very good as well. It's considered a good result and good accuracy for this trading strategy, for this signal and on this chart. And the highest return day is T7 as well, 87%. Another signal that I want to highlight is our MQTRADER volume breakout signal. It is a special signal for this system only. So do check it out when you are free. And you can see that this signal is mainly on breakout only. So there's no sell signal here. And I'll let you know further on how you can refer for selling, when to sell, and things like that. A very basic idea on how to sell with this signal. Okay, so we have run through all four steps. Gather information, we run basic analysis, then we run signal, then we run back test. Okay, let me go back to my slides. We have done all these 4, and it shows all pass. Okay, so let's see what is the return rate. So this is the third system 55. Just now I run through. T7. Okay, so according to this backtest, we should follow this signal for 7 days and then sell on the 7 days. And we see how it happens. Okay. Initial capitals, I do the calculation for you so you can just look at it. So if you buy 2,000 unit of TM at this price on this date, this signal date, okay, and then sell on T7 at this price with this amount in total, you get about 4.84% of return. This is profit. Next, you have more money already. You want to buy the second signal. You buy at 5.44, sell at 5.57. You get about 2.39% profit. So in total, your capital actually becomes 10,647 ringgit. And that's a total of 7.33% of profit within just half a year. Is it good enough for you? It's good enough for me actually, because it's higher than FD, it's higher than most of the unit trusts out there. And also you are basing your confidence in this system. Plus this system itself, there's no human interference. It's all based on a large amount of data. So you can rest assured that there's no emotional here. There's no human emotion there in your decisions making if you follow all these signals. Next is the ADX signal. Again, we found a few signals here. So we test it, and then you get a 5.5 result. And coincidentally, it is on the T7 as well that has the highest success rate. So we follow it with an initial capital of 10,408. So we buy at this price and then we sell on T7. The profit is about 5.32. Next, the profit is about 2.01. So in total, your capital becomes 11,182, which is about 7.44 profit. And so this is, again, based on this signal itself only, within half a year only. You get about 7.44% of profit. TKN. Okay, later I will show you again. I think you have missed out our fundamental ratings just now. I'll show you later on. I'll do another live demo on another stock. So wait for me, TKN. Next, our volume breakout signal. Remember, this is our very own MQ volume breakout signal for this system, custom made for this system. We'll see how it goes. Okay, before I actually go further first, I just need to let you know the prerequisite for this signal. One is it should be used on an uptrending stock. Okay, I will show you later on if you use on a downtrending stock what happens. Okay. Second is you need to have high volume. Third is you need to set a take profit measure. So if you normally you can take about 5 to 8%. Once it hit 5 to 8% profit, you should take profit. You should be just sell it. Okay, if you are more of a risk-taking person, then you can go for 10%, 8 to 10% profit. So once it hit your target profit, you should just sell it if you follow this signal. Okay. It is very important because when the stock market goes up and then suddenly when it goes down, it becomes downtrending. It can be very, very fast. So remember to take your profit disciplinedly. So for example, for this stock, I prefer a higher risk taking. So I go for 10% profit. And you see what happens, about 6 to 10%. Okay, you can see in total, you get about 19.42% of return. Again, within half a year only. And we are also still going on as well. The signals here, still not yet reach our take profit point. So we're still waiting and we'll check again. Okay? The second way to sell with this signal is you include with our ADX crossover signal. So you use volume breakout signal to buy, and then ADX crossover to sell. You follow the buy signal here, and then sell signal here. You see how it goes? So for this example, you hold a longer term, okay, and then you get about 30% profit, which is very good as well. This is within 3 to 4 months only. It is longer term than the previous take profit version, but this is a safer version if you want to base a sell signal from. So you base your sell signal on ADX crossover. Okay, so that's all for this case study. Next, I'll go for Kim Loon Corporation. I give you a heads up. This is a stock that doesn't meet some of our criteria, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so let me quickly switch my screen again. Okay, I will skip through the stock information part because we have chosen a stock already. So I'll straight away search for Kim Loon here. We go through, we skip the step 1, but we follow through step 2, 3, and 4, okay? So the second step is to run analysis. We'll check the fundamental ratings. So for TK Ng, this is how you can check the fundamentals, the revenue, profit and loss, financial data of a company. You run our fundamental analysis here. This is a shortcut button, or you can go through, okay, run fundamental analysis. You can see Kim Loon is also a fairly good fundamental good company, fairly good. Okay, and then you can check for technical. Technical wise, it is 3.2. Again, it is above our 2.5 benchmark, but take note here. This too is a very strong momentum indicator, and it is actually showing neutral right now. And also previous days that I've checked this Kim Loon stock, technical rating is actually 4 point something, and now it is actually slowly reducing. So the buying momentum is slowly reducing as well. We can check the chart, check for the indicator, 200, SMA 50, and then SMA 20 is my own preference. And it is actually trading below the long-term trend line. The short-term trend line trading below the long-term trend line. It is currently a downtrending stock right now, meaning that in long term, you see the stock is going down. There might be spike, but it's going down. Okay, so this is what we call downtrending stock. So this actually, at this point, actually failed our analysis already. But never mind, I will let you see how it is if you go through. So you run the price target analysis. You can notice that in long term, the price target is also going down as well. The analyst giving the price target for this counter is going lower and lower. So this is another warning sign for us to avoid this stock for the time being. But if you are still insisting on your own way, it's fine. You can still go on and test the signals, check out the signals. Because there's no right or wrong in our trading decisions or strategies. It's just that what decisions, how you base your decisions on. Okay, so if you base your decisions on our stock trading strategies, then this is a no stock for us for now. So it's okay, we run for the signals. ADX, the third signal, there's one here. Let me just refresh my screen. Yeah, the chart just now was a bit weird. Okay, so again, I run ADX crossover. It shows recently there's one signal here, one signal previously. I run a back test. And you can see that the back test shows a fairly good result for it as well. But bear in mind, this is a downtrending stock, and I will let you see the profit and loss if we follow this strategy on this stock. Okay, ADX we got already. Now we run Turtle 20. And you can see that the backtest result is very low, meaning that this signal on this chart is very low accurate. It's not accurate at all, I would say. You can run another one, Turtle system 55. We run backtest on it. .0, but you can see there's only 2 signal analyzed. So for quantitative analysis, we want the more data point, the better, because it's less sensitive to any unnatural or unusual spikes. So for this, with 2 signals only, we can actually ignore the ratings here also, because it shows not so accurate or not so possible. We need a normal distribution. We need to get a normal distribution to see whether a signal is accurate or not. Okay, so for this, we can also ignore. Now I go back to my slides. Okay, so you can see that Kim Loon actually failed some of our first step of stock information analysis, actually half. I'll give it a pass here. And then trading signal, yes, there are trading signals, but accuracy is not there. So we see what happens if we still want to follow through with this strategy on a downtrending stock with a low backtest result. So with Turtle system 20 first, that's how I show you 0.1. If you want to follow, you can follow the highest return rate or highest success rate, which is on T3, and highest return is also on T3. But you see that it's actually negative. So we see what happens if we follow. With an initial of 8,090 ringgit initial capital, if we follow through, we are actually making a loss of 2.90%. Okay, so this is why we will try to avoid this counter for the moment, for the time being, until it turns uptrending. I see some questions in the chat box. Later on, I will try to compile and answer it by the end of the live stream. Okay, next, our ADX crossover signal. Again, we run back test. It shows fairly good result, but remember it is an downtrending stock. So with an initial capital of 7,690, we go in. Okay, we are making a loss of 1.30. So it's not that we would say no to this counter, but we will say no for the time being until the stock price trend has met our criteria. So this is how we run our trading strategies, and we try to avoid losses. And in long term, we try to get a consistent winning result. Of course, it's not like every time you will win, but consistently across a few cluster of trades, you can get a consistent winning result. So in summary, there are 4 steps to identify opportunities with MQTRADER. First is gather information. Second is perform stock analysis. Third, run MQ signals. Fourth is you run backtest ratings on the signals. So at the end is some of the tips that I would want to highlight is you can use our MQ volume breakout signal with uptrending stock and high volume, trading volume, high daily trading volume, okay, to maximize your profit. So up to now, any questions? I'll try to answer some of the questions in the chat box. Okay, Mikdad, I'll see Hong Seng. Hong Seng Consolidated Berhad. So again, since we have chosen the stock already, we just run fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and etc., which is the second step. Okay, fundamental analysis, it is showing 1.6. So fundamentally, it's not so good. There's no hard rule here, but basically based on our strategies, we want 2.5 and above company. Okay. In the past, it's actually loss making, but recently it is increasing in profit. You can try to check what happens here. Sudden rise of profit. And we want to see whether it is sustainable. It is going to be a few more years, there will be profit for this company, or it's just this one time only. This is what we want to know also. So we run the technical analysis. 1.0, meaning that currently this counter, the buying momentum is not strong. So we look at the chart. Again, we can choose the trend line, SMA 200, SMA 50, 20 to see. This is 200. How you identify, actually, you can see it at this corner. There are indication of the color, or basically for longer trend line, they will be smoother, less affected by recent price. That it will be smoother. So this one is actually downtrending stock. And again, if you ask, according to our strategy, this is a stock that we want to avoid. Okay, I hope this answer your question. Okay, how to filter out? I think TK Ng, I answered your questions already. Can you show? Okay. So the next question is from Chen WC. Can you show how to link your trading account with MQTRADER? Okay, that's a very good question. Since I'm in the system now, I'll show you how to link your trading account with MQTRADER account. Trading account means the trading account that you open with our selected advertiser, be it M Plus or M Equities LYH team. So you go in your MQTRADER account, you go to this button here, and you scroll down to MQ Member Center. This is where you can see all your accounts information. I'm slightly over time, but bear with me. Very quickly, I'll try to answer your questions, one or two. Okay, you go to accounts in your member center, then link accounts. Click on link account and fill in your client code and IC number will do. Then you can start earning MQ points every time you trade. Okay, so this is how easily you can earn MQ points. Every time you trade, you can automatically earn after you link your account. So remember to link your account with us, with MQTRADER. Link your trading account with MQTRADER account. Okay. How to be an MQ member? Basically, MQ member means those that open a trading account with our selected advertiser, then you can be an MQ member. You automatically become our MQ member. And of course, you need to have an MQTRADER account. Jovian, you tried to click on the backtest button, but no response. Most probably it's because you didn't click any signal. So you remember you need to select a signal here for it to backtest. So right now I have not selected any signal. You can't click on the backtest result. You need to select a signal for the system to test. Then only you can click on the backtest result. Amma Middat, you're welcome. My pleasure. Okay, coming back to my slides very quickly. MQ benefits. What are the benefits you can get as an MQ member other than the MQ points that I've mentioned above, and what can you do with it? I will bit by bit decipher for you. First is you can get subscription services for free, including the MQTRADER stock analysis tool that I've been using. And also you can subscribe, you can become our MQ affiliate where you get attractive reward every time your referrals trade. You can also access our MQ Dummy webpage, which is an online learning platform for financial knowledge. And also you can go for our MQ event to get up-to-date information on upcoming financial events. So do check it out. You can screenshot this slide for your future reference. 5 seconds. Done. Screenshot. Okay. So coming back, MQ points. You can use the MQ points to exchange all these MQ merchandise in our marketplace. So do check it out as well if you are our MQ members. You can search for MQ Marketplace or scan the QR code here or type the link inside, and then you can go and shop for your things in our marketplace. Okay, so how it works, very easy. Every time you trade or you referral trade, if you are our MQ affiliate, you will get MQ points and MQ coins. Then you redeem your rewards at our MQ marketplace, and the process repeats itself. Okay, so remember to log into your MQ marketplace and see what merchandise you can get. For now, Tan Wei Xian, do they ever expired? For now, MQ points and MQ coins weren't expired. So you can try to accumulate as much as you want, and then see whatever time you are free, you can check out for the rewards. So BCK, I hope this screen is useful for you. You can join our MQ. You can join and become our MQ member by opening a trading account with our selected advertiser. For example, here, M Equities LYH team. You just scan a QR code here and visit the link in the screen now. Then you send us your contact details. The respective team will guide you on the account opening process. Some additional account opening rewards, I believe most of our MQ members are enjoying now, which is account opening fee is waived, free account opening. And also you get MQTRADER t-shirt after the first 5 trades in your new account. You also get free share transfer from another broker and also free portfolio integration with i3 Investor. What is the recommended SMA? Wing Hong. I wouldn't say there's any recommended SMA, but it depends on how you want to use it. So for example, just now I mentioned, I would prefer to look at those price that is above SMA 200, meaning that it is an uptrend stock. So you can check out, there's no definite answer for SMA. It depends on your strategies. Whether you are a long-term trader, short-term trader. So remember to link your account for MQ members so that you can start enjoying your MQ points. And once you have linked your account, you can also enjoy our pro packages according to the MQ points that you generate for that month. Speaking about MQ points, other than the trades that you perform, there are another way that you can earn MQ points, okay? Which is joining our campaign or webinars where we are giving out MQ points. For example, the recent upcoming webinar is on Singapore banks and REITs. So do join it. Its registration is free. It's happening next Tuesday, 30th of August, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Registration is free. We have invited Mr. Ong Ju Pan to share with us. He's an experienced financial blogger on a lot of platforms. Okay, so do join it, and then you can get your MQ points, and also there's a lot of rewards that we are giving out in this webinar itself. You can scan the QR code here to join or screenshot this whole slide and refer it after the live stream. There are more on MQ trading strategies. Remember to like and follow us on our social media where we will share a lot of information and also upcoming live stream, webinar, and etc. on our social media. So do like and follow us so that we are more motivated to do the next live stream. Okay, so this is MQTRADER Facebook page. You can search on Facebook, or you just scan the QR code here. And this is us on i3 Investor and MQ Chat. MQ Chat, you can get our daily market updates on your phone as well. It is a chat messaging kind of app as well. So you can scan the QR code here to download it, to join and follow us. Tan Wei Xian. Okay, link for next Tuesday webinar. Sure, no problem. So remember, you can get MQ points in this webinar. Do sign up. Registration is free. The more you join, the more MQ points you generate, and you can upgrade your package. Okay, remember this package? This package you can upgrade according to MQ points that you have generated in that month. Okay, so you can use it. You can generate the MQ points through trading or through joining most of our webinar. The more, the better. because we are giving out MQ points in these webinars. You're welcome, Wei Xian. Okay, so today's takeaway, 4 steps to identify trading opportunities that I've shared. Also on MQ tips on the volume outbreak, MQ volume breakout, MQ volume breakout, and the third one is I've done a live demo as well on MQ trading strategies. And also I've shared a bit on MQ benefits. So remember to follow us to get an updates. And again, disclaimer, all the content shared today is only for information and educational purpose. You trade at your own risk, according to your own research and tolerance risk. We are just sharing some information for just sharing only, for educational purpose. Thank you, everyone. I hope I answered most of your questions. If you have any further inquiries, please feel free to email us or WhatsApp us or even message us on our social media. So that's all from me. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and I hope to see you on our next webinar, next Tuesday. Okay? Bye-bye. See you.
Thanks for watching.